Charles Dickens was born on February 7th in 1812 in England. He was in a humble home when he was ages had to abandon his studies because his father was imprisoned for debts he could not pay. He started to work at 11 years old in a shoes factory. Then in 1824, he returned to school for 2 years. And then he started to work as a secretary. And with the times, with your study, he started to write some articles and then books. Nowadays, there are famous books, and one of them is Christmas Carol, another Little Dorrit, and many more. Sadly, he died at 58 years of brain death on June 9, 1870. And all begins with Arthur Kleiner return to London. He lived in China for 20 years with his father, but he decided to return at home with his mother because his father died. Um, but was difficult the situation because Arthur never had a good relations with his mother. Uh, but however, he decided to return, and he found a girl need uh, that was need help with his family. The girl was working in his house. The girl was very quiet, very tender, and she was very hardworking girl. And Arthur was interested in she because he was an interesting girl. And then one day have the opportunity to speak, and and Amy Dorrit said all things related his family, and Arthur decided to help and found and did the necessary to help his father because they were living in a prison. One day, Arthur found that William Dorrit had an inheritance left to him by a relative, and that's to that they were able to pay all the debts and be free. But with the times, all the family travel around the world, so maybe Italy, Venice, and many different places. But was very difficult situation that this family have passed because uh, the the William Dorrit lost every money because he put the money in a bank, but this bank broke it broken, and was very difficult situation. And also um, um, William Dorrit suffering an attack and died. And then uh, Amy Dorrit returned to London, and and know that Arthur was in prison, and he decided to help because Arthur was the same in the past. And then um, uh, work and then both uh, share your feelings because they they feel love. And finally um, they um, they they married and when very happy. Uh, Amy Dorrit is a kind-hearted novel and simple girl who cares about helping others. Mr. William Dorrit, a proud father and a little unconcerned about his family situation, who doesn't act to help her. Arthur Clennan, a handsome man of great stature, a man of honor in kindness and business ability. The Mr. Mandolin, a somewhat proud man who felt he could rule the world with his business all over the world and eventually died by suicide. Mr. Clennan, Mr. Clennan, a woman who cared nothing for the suffering of others, cold, rude, and very cruel. This book of Little Dorrit is very interesting because there are two people with big hearts who seek the welfare of others. Their self-service allow them to have true and sincere friendships that help out in the most difficult moments of Arthur, Arthur and Amy Dorrit. In this book, I learned that people have two ways. One of them is um, uh, achieve your goals through your effort and perseverance, or simple is waiting for something but without anything along the way. Uh, Sometimes the situation is very difficult, is very complicated, but it depends of people uh, uh, if uh, I continue or no, I I effort a little more because this life the progress is step by step. We need to effort every day for achieve our goals.